name is METİN. This is 174th part of explanation of my theory. This video is continuation of previous 173rd and 172nd videos. According to my theory and my formulas, why can't you move an electron unless applying voltage above 13.69 volt? In accepted physics theories, this is the idea for electron volt. What is the source? The source is Wikipedia. Subject is electron volt from internet, Wikipedia website. Yes, electron volt is the measure of an amount of kinetic energy gained by a single electron accelerating from rest through an electric potential difference of 1 volt in vacuum. 1 electron volt equal to 1.6021 10 to the minus 19 joule. In accepted physics theories, if you apply 1 volt to an electron, it gains 593 km per second velocity. According to both relativistic and classical physics theories, so on. But near the speed of light, different results of them. But my electron velocity results differ from relativistic and differ from classical. Yes. This means even we apply 1 volt potential, we can make an electron gain velocity. We can make an electron relocate. We can make an electron move by applying 1 volt. Whereas, according to my theory and my formulas, this is not the case. In previous videos, I told you how we can determine an electron's velocity under the influence of a certain value of applied voltage. I have put forth some formulas that I use them in this subject also. These are some of my formulas here. Remember, snapshot. Yes. In zero direction relocating electrons, point wave velocity, frequency, constant frequency, this is formula, this is accelerated by applying voltage formula. Here all of these formula is mine, this relationship is mine. Not this formula you know, except this relation is my relation formula. Frequency constancy formula, wholly, okay. Frequency constancy, constant frequency relation formula, I say. This is mine, not this, okay. These are mine and this is mine, okay. Yes. I advise you to watch my previous videos. Here, snapshot for snapshot. Yes. Okay. That's enough, I guess. Yes, now, what we will do, For instance, when we apply 10 volt here, voltage to make an at rest 91.155 nanometer size electron motion form, most common wavelength size kind electron motion form in our universes and in atoms, what will happen? Here, what will happen? Look at that. 10 volt we applied, 91.155 nanometer. Yes, lambda normal minus delta lambda. This is shortened wavelength of relocating free electron motion form in z direction, 0 degree direction motion. Okay. This is result. 124.8 nanometer. Greater than lambda normal. Greater than this. 91.155. But it mustn't be that. It cannot be. Lambda normal minus delta lambda cannot be greater than lambda normal, like this, here. This is lambda normal. Look at that. Lambda normal, at rest, lambda normal. But when this is 0 degree direction of electron motion form, it contracts, it shortens. Here, lambda normal between these two. This is delta lambda, okay? This is lambda normal minus delta lambda. Here, lambda normal. Look at that, lambda normal between these two. This point is lambda normal. But this delta lambda, this is shortened wavelength, lambda normal minus delta lambda. This cannot be greater than this when an electron motion form is in motion. I hope you see. Yes. Then think of, if we assume that lambda normal minus delta lambda is equal to 91.155 nanometer. Now we assume that if lambda normal minus delta lambda is equal to 91.155, then applied voltage must be 13.69 volt. Okay? What does it mean? What does it mean? This means delta lambda is equal to 0 and electron motion form is still at rest. Okay? It is still at rest. This value of applied voltage, 13.69 volt amount applied voltage, still is not enough. Okay, what does it mean if lambda normal minus delta lambda, shortened wavelength, is 91.155 nanometer, delta lambda must be 0. This means you can account, this must be 0. Okay, this means at 13.69 volt applied voltage, electron motion form is still at rest. Therefore, eventually, from 0 to 13.69 volt applied voltages cannot make a free electron motion form, that is 91.155 nanometer sized kind electron motion form, as most of common electron motion forms sized 91.155 nanometer wavelength sized, most common electron motion forms kind electron in our universes and in atoms. From 0 to 13.69 volt, applied voltages cannot make this kind electron motion form, this kind free electron motion form move, and applied voltage must be greater than 13.69 volt to make a free electron motion form gain velocity. Finally again, therefore, eventually, from 0 to 13.69 volt applied voltages cannot make a free electron motion form move, and applied voltage must be greater than 13.69 volt to make a free electron motion form gain velocity. Have a good evening. See you later.